Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. Very often we get caught up in the battle of the signs. And what is this battle? It is the battle between what is the sun sign that we are born in and what does the zodiac tell us that we are born in basis our Vedic horoscope, even from a Western horoscope. So the sun sign, how much does it relate to what our actual sign is, how much does it influence it, and how much are we a part of a sun sign, or does the sun sign overshadow what your lagna is or what your ascendant is, whether it's from the Vedic astrology point of view or the Western astrology point of view, or does the astrological horoscope and its ascendant and its lord there plays a major role in your personality? And that is a debate. I have seen many people, even when they reach out to me for an astrological consultation and then tell them according to Vedic astrology, this is your sign and this is what your lagna lord is or the ascendant lord, they tell me, no, but my sun sign is this or my sign is this. So then I have to ask them, oh, do you mean the sun sign? They say, yeah, this is my sun sign. So there is some difference between how or who you are according to your birth time basis what is your birth month. Because we know the sun sign is basis the transit of sun into certain signs, and basis that the months have been decided or divided. For example, from 21st of May up till 21st of June, somebody may be in the Gemini sign or born. If you're born during that period, then you are said to be in the Gemini sun sign. So then people may think that I am the Gemini sun sign, so my sign being the Gemini. So when you look at the daily horoscope, you may look at the sun sign for that day or the prediction for the sun sign for the day. Now, it's easy thing to know that all the people who are born between May 21st and June 21st, which is millions of people around the world, will not have the same personality, may not be exactly the same, which means there is a difference from people to people even when they are born in the sun sign. What brings that difference is an important factor. Second is, according to Vedic astrology or even according to Western astrology, your ascendant may be different from the sun sign that you are born in. So how much does that play a part? So when you look at Vedic astrology, the Vedic astrology says that basis the time that you're born in, that plays a major part. And of course the geography. So wherever you are born, whichever part of the world, the time that you are born, at that point of time, which is the sign which is rising on the eastern horizon. The reason being is the sun rises from the east and sets in the west. So wherever you are, whichever area you're born in, geography you're born in, or whatever time you're born in, at that particular moment of time, which is the sign which is at the horizon, eastern horizon, that becomes your ascendant sign, that becomes your lagna sign. So somebody who may be born between, say for example, 20th of February and 20th of March, who actually is born in the Pisces sign, may be born in a different lagna, because the lagna changes every 2 hours. Somebody who was born at 8 o'clock in the morning in the Cancer sign, at 11 o'clock may be born in the Leo sign, and so on, because every 2 hours the ascendant keeps changing. So even if you are born between February 20 to March 20 and born in the Pisces sun sign, you may be born in any of the 12 other zodiac signs basis the time of the day that you are born in and the geography that you are born in. So that plays a major part. So according to Jyotish or according to Vedic astrology, if you are born in a certain sign, that should play a major part in your characteristics, in your personality. And in this, the lagna or the sign that you are born in plays a predominant role. However, it is not just the lagna which plays a part, but where is the lagna lord itself placed. So if you are born at a time when, say for example, Aquarius sign is rising on the eastern horizon, then you are said to be Aquarius ascendant, Aquarius lagna. and the lord of the ascendant for Aquarius is Saturn. So Aquarius does play a part in your characteristics, in your personality, and a lot of you will be, the potential for you will be Aquarius. However, wherever Saturn is placed, because Saturn rules Aquarius, that will give a flavor to your personality, which means the Lagna being Aquarius, but where is your personality manifesting itself strongest, and that flavor will surely come to your personality. So that is very, very important. Second thing is, wherever you are born in, basis your sun sign, whichever dates you are born in, basis that the sun will be in a certain sign. Say we were talking about Gemini. If you are born between 21st of May and 21st of June, according to sun signs, you will be born in the Gemini sign, right? But if you look at the sidereal perspective, the differentiation in the delineation of the zodiac changes the transit period, because what are the sun signs? The transit of sun from sign to sign. So according to sidereal astrology, which Vedic astrology uses, the date shift. So generally it is between, of course there are always differences between how people see it, but generally then it becomes between June 15 or 16 to July 15 or 16, that the person born during that day becomes born in the Gemini sign, if you take that time period for example. So the sun sign will surely bring in some flavor to you. However, the biggest flavor to you is what Lagna, what ascendant you are born in, and where is the Lagna Lord placed. However, if the sun is very, very strong in your horoscope and placed very, very strong, then the characteristics of the sun sign characteristic will manifest definitely stronger. So if you look at the overall perspective, the Lagna will play a part, the Lagna Lord will play a part, where the strongest planet is placed, that will play a part, where most of your energies, a lot of your planets placed, say 3 planets are placed in a certain sign, in a certain house, that will play a part. However, if you have an exalted moon in a certain sign, very, very powerful in a Gachkesari yoga, obviously that will also play a part. So whichever planet is in a very, very strong yoga, very, very placed strongly, that will manifest itself. Wherever more energies of your planets or 2 or 3 planets are placed in a certain sign or house, that will manifest itself. The Lagna Lord will manifest itself, and the ascendant of the Lagna will manifest itself, and the sun will also manifest itself in the basis where sun is placed in your horoscope. Now the difference between the sun signs and the sidereal astrology or the Vedic astrology may also be that if you are born, say for example, after the 21st of June, between 21st of June and the 30th of June, then you may not be born in the Gemini sign according to tropical astrology. However, according to sidereal astrology, you are still a Gemini person. That is basis only sun's transit. Now when you bring in the flavor of the Lagna, a person is born in Aquarius sign because of ascendant being Aquarius, being the sign which is rising at the time of your birth. Saturn is placed, say for example, in Cancer. So Aquarius area or Aquarius qualities will come to the fore. Lagna Lord Saturn going into Cancer, that will also reflect in the personality. However, if you are born between 16th of June and 21st of June, then both according to Western astrology as well as according to Jyotish, according to tropical astrology as well as according to sidereal astrology, your sun will be in Gemini, and then it will manifest very, very strongly with Gemini sign characteristics. But that will also play one part, just like Saturn in Cancer will play one part. Your Lagna will play a part, your strongest planet will play a part, major planets placed in a certain sign will also play a part. So which means roughly 20 to 25% of your personality will be according to the Lagna, same percentage according to the Lagna Lord, same percentage according to what your strongest planet is, and so on. So the sun sign or sun's placement in a certain sign will manifest 15 to 20%, maximum 25% of your characteristics, not more. So somebody may be born in a Aries sign, Aries sun sign, but because of sidereal astrology, the sun may still show in the Pisces sign. So for example, somebody may be born in the Pisces sign according to sun signs. However, their sun may be seen slightly back or behind in transit and may be seen in Aquarius in their Lagna or in their horoscope. So this has to be also factored in where is your sun placed in your horoscope according to either tropical astrology or according to sidereal astrology. Because of how the zodiac is calculated, how the degrees of the zodiac is calculated, and how the delineation is seen, which is a technical topic for some other day. Now, if you really want to know which is the strongest flavor in your personality, I will give you a small experiment. Firstly, you have looked into your Lagna according to Vedic astrology, what your Lagna is, where your Lagna Lord is placed, which are the strongest planets. You have seen all of that. Then definitely the moon's nakshatra, in which nakshatra the moon is placed, that will also play a part, that will also add its flavor. But if you really want to validate who you actually are, my suggestion is that take a piece of paper, write down all the qualities that you think are in you, yourself, and which people tell you are. For example, if you feel you are temperamental, write temperamental. If you think you are moody, write that. If you feel you are friendly, write that. If you feel you are honest, write that down. If you feel you are committed, write down. If you feel you are unstable or unstable, write that. Write all the qualities that you think you have or you are, and then write all the qualities that your friends or your gurus or your teachers or your parents or your sibling, whoever you think know you very well and they describe you in a certain way, write them down. Don't think too much about at this point of time what your sun sign is, what your Vedic astrological chart is. Don't think all that. Just think about who you think you are according to your own personality. For example, if you like solitude, you are bored, and for introvert, write down that you are introvert, rather than go with your sun sign and say, oh, I am a Sagittarius, that means I should be more of an extrovert rather than an introvert. So keep that in mind, that who you think you are. If you like to mingle more with people at parties and you can't sit in a corner even for 5 minutes, then obviously you are extrovert. However, if you go to a party and you find that you can't mingle for more than 5 minutes and you like to take a corner and sit there quietly, maybe with just 1 or 2 friends or who you know, then you are more of an introvert. You find it very difficult to go and introduce yourself to people, to 10 people in a party at random, then definitely you're more of an introvert rather than an extrovert. So describe yourself accordingly on a piece of paper, what you think you are, what your closest of people think or tell you are. After you have written all the adjectives on a piece of paper by yourself, then you go to your people who you think are your closest people. First you write down without talking to anybody, then go and ask your spouse that out of these adjectives, which would you think describe me most? So ask, will you say I'm temperamental, yes or no? If she says, yeah, a little bit temperamental, not so much, then ask them. If they're not too sure, ask them, give you points on a basis of 1 to 10 where you stand. So if they say that you're surely temperamental, then to take points from them on a scale of 1 to 10 where you are. Then discard all of them which get less than 5 points on an average. Your mom says you're 10 on 10 on temperament. Your father says you're 5 on 10 on temperament. Your friend says you're 4 on 10 on temperament. So make an average. The average, if it's come to 6, keep that. If the average comes lesser than 5, dump it. But if you are very, very sure that quality that nobody else says you are, but you think very strongly that you are, retain that. And then when you overall reach the qualities that you have, or you have finalized the qualities that you think between you and those people who really know you very well, all those adjectives, once you collate, after that only go to a sun sign website or a book and then see what are the adjectives which tally most to that particular sun sign, and then you will be able to see which you are able to relate more to. See, if most of your adjectives which you have on a piece of paper relate to a particular sun sign, then you reflect that more. Then go and compare to your astrological chart and see why are those qualities coming out stronger. Then you will find that there could be reasons in your astrological chart why you are coming out a certain way. Either your sun, moon, or your very important planets are placed there. A lot of aspects on that planet. There are 2 or 3 yogas connected to that particular sign which is coming out reflecting more of you. Then you will be able to relate which part of your personality is shining more, and that you will be able to validate more from your astrological chart, plus what you yourself are saying, plus what feedback you have taken from others. And so that will be closer to who you are, rather than assuming you are X person or Y type of person just because you're born in a certain sun sign or you're born in a certain Jyotish chart. So friends, Firstly, I would suggest don't run behind sun sign astrology and pick up the daily horoscope and read your predictions for the day just because you're born in a certain month. Neither take your Jyotish Vedic astrological Lagna very, very seriously. Say, oh, I'm a Cancerian, I was born in the Cancer sign, so this is who I am. I am very, very motherly, I am very, very affectionate, I am very, very supportive, I am very, very understanding, I am very, very empathetic just because I am born in a Cancer sign. If it's not either validated by others who know you, who are closest to you, neither do you reflect so much with that particular personality, then definitely you don't reflect that much part of the Lagna that you're born in. So when you do this experiment, and knowing yourself takes sometimes years, sometimes only when you are in a certain situation and you face a certain situation, you truly know whether you are supportive or not. Only in the most trying times does the actual flavor of who we are comes out. So if you don't have much money, if you don't have many resources, but somebody reaches out to you, give you a sob story, and that person is known to you, you know the person is going through a tough time, whether you're really ready to share your resources with the person, offer your shoulder, offer help and support or not. That will show whether you have the motherly instinct, whether you have the Cancerian instinct or not, or if you're too tactful about it, you give a little bit, you retain most of it, then you are more of a Mercury person. You could also be more of a Mars person or even a Venus person, where you may be born either in the Taurus sign, or you may be born in the Aries sign, or even you may be born in the Capricorn sign. So basis what appeals to your heart, what people say, and what you, in the most trying of circumstances, what qualities come to the fore is who you are, rather than just the sun sign that you are born in or the Vedic astrological Lagna that you are born in. So friends, do this experiment, try and understand yourself better, get feedback from others to know who you truly are, because you are not one person, you are not just your sun sign, neither are you only your Lagna. You are a mix of a lot of energies, synergistic energies coming together, and only in the most trying of circumstances and the closest of people validating you will show you who you truly are. So friends, lay to rest the battle between the sun signs, the tropical astrology, or which Lagna you are born in, and truly understand who you are as a person based on the circumstances and what comes out best to you in those circumstances. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation for me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend Astrology and Guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.